We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Tennessee Titans. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. And it's intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked by Kevin Byard. Its return stops at the 39-yard line. So from the 9 now, that comes on first and 10. After the interception, here's Tannehill. He's on the ground. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second run here in 2022. Here's Derek Henry. They'll fake it to Tannehill. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. To tries Tannehill, eluding the pressure right. And running for the goal. He loses the football, and the Falcons grab it. Give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know you are on the field, and he just gave them a minute break 3 points. And gang takes the time. He's not going to get it. The rush was too strong. This is going on for safety. Well, with these two defenses, they come to play. Runners already come to play. Here's safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, listen to this play because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this whole squad should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, you get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you get away from a few days out down the playbook. Just be you. Do that time away, and you come back. Ready to go.
The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go, and continues to be one with another one right there.
Taylor over to find Henry out the backfield. Now on the inside, the 35, now at the 44-yard line. Taken down toward the midway point in Carolina. On first down, Taylor. He's tapped in Wesco. So 5 yards here. That will bring up second down. Taylor does it a turn, gives this to Henry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They say no gain on the play there. They'll be third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now
Tannehill dancing to his left. Tries to force it in, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. He takes this one back into the end zone. The Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Well, it turns out
It's not their offense who gets him on the board for a CD. It's the defense coming through right there for the pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We score. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So
they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. So he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And now following the safety, they'll have the football with a chance to take the lead as they begin following the free kick with a 1st and 10. And just not a ton of room to work with. They'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for it to take. Fortunately, only first down. So smartly got the yardage you could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they can regroup to get something different going here on second down. I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense. And defense's number one goal is to throw that timing off.
This makes it now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversion.
And now they look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. A great return there of 22 yards. And it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. It's been an awful slow start for them. This is their first possession. They don't have a first down yet.
That means they have to change up what they're doing. And for some teams, it's a change in tempo. Usually what they get to that type of offense is just to try to change their approach to offense right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that. Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. Nice in breaking around with plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Ritter looking to throw on first and 10. Right back to blitz again. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down. On the action, here's Ritter. Trying to lay one up deep. All right, rifles one. That's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Lonnie Hooker. And the Titans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Team who came in there on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. That streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps getting the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. There's a spot with the Wolves inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. First and 10. Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's not about that. You can easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety.
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Avery Thomas. So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's the Texas and J.J. Robinson. They take it into the end zone. J.J. Robinson. His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Two able to connect on the extra point, and it gives these guys a 12-point advantage. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. We'll see a return here from the end zone. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Still early in this one, Charles, but last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game. So Tannehill intercepted again. Picked up by Richie Graham. And at the 18-yard line, great field position here in the red zone. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. First down, here's Ritter. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And when the time has expired on the first quarter. Second quarter now, Falcon football. As they got it with a 2nd and 10. Ritter with it after the quick fake. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlantic touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they will make this a 19-point game.
Yeah, we really don't do enough talking about this one here.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Oh, the sequel. The sequel saved lives, put food on the table, and brought families together. Now, what we were supposed to see there was 2 professionals taking a break during a run play, but holy fuck, did we get something so much better. They really blessed us with a chain snap, 1-arm kick, after getting driven to 10-2. So I know 15 you're coming through here with the boys.
For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive. Remember last time, they threw the interception on the very first
Building any more momentum. Right now, to me, it's not true. He takes some of that momentum back.
Goes in, starts throwing some
This is what I don't want to see. Where you want to throw the football and make it football in your hands.
This will be brought back to the 22.
Well, we heard all all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
Second down throw coming for Ritter. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They love to try to take advantage of his height, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to run it back and try it again, maybe with a little less mustard on the throw.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So on fourth down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. Koo knocks this one through the post. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it, and the Falcons grab it. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in.
Touchdown, Falcons! Mac Hollins, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons continue to pull away here in this first half. And oh, it's wide right. No good.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. From the 34-yard line, here's second down and 2. Tannehill now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Off play action, Tannehill. Forced out to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now it's Tannehill. Completes it to Trevon Wesco. And it's a Titans touchdown. Trevon Wesco, 35 yards. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On the draw, Robinson. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run again here with Robinson. And now the rookie's free. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 77 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Azeez Al-Shaair, former 49er, in on the tackle.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Ritter off to play fake. And that is incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown on their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline. Boy, that's 3 points you really expect to have. That's nothing more than a lack of concentration to me, because an NFL kicker should make this kick in his sleep.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime, unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down into first.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that
Final
maybe
adjustments
you hadn't been
being
taught.
made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. And now they're in the hurry-up. Second down, they go again with Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Play action, it's Tannehill. Got his man, Okonkwo. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Tannehill. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. He's got Derrick Henry again, back-to-back catches. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Here's Tannehill. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Tannehill. Over the middle, complete. It's Henry. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll pitch it to Robinson. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves them with 3rd and just a couple. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Robinson will try to pick it up. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. So on 4th down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
The Titans on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. From the end zone, Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it, and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let...
There he goes, right side. Running free at the 45. Off to the races. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Falcons add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Oh, this is how you get to keep your receivers involved. What a beautiful design. You get the play going one way, then toss it back the other on the reverse. And he's got all sorts of space in front of him, and off he goes on a long touchdown run.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Tannehill. Going deep for Hopkins. And now here's another interception. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. There he goes, left side. Down the left sideline. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons are poised to move to 8-0 as they extend their lead even further. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's able to get up here to the 26. And quickly, they get to the line.
That's good for a Tennessee Titan.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw, Tannehill. Going deep for Hopkins. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Steps away to his left. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And the Falcons grab it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Ready?
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. They'll run with Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the Titans' 8-yard line.
And hit behind the line. the football. It's loose. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession.
So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. Off the play fake, it's Ritter.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Titans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Tannehill.
He'll complete this one to Okonkwo.
Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill.
That'll be complete to Okonkwo.
A big pickup of 38. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Tannehill. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Again, Tannehill buying time to his and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point by Badgley, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Isabella not going to risk a return here, and they'll start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars.